But not to the buffet table. decarlosdanger.com, where no matter your political persuasion, everybody can laugh at a little wiener joke. Good morning. Oh hell, it's afternoon, everybody. This is, I have so much fun doing research on this. I actually run out of time. Don't run out of time. I lose track of time. It's about quarter till 2 in the afternoon here in Sierra Vista, Arizona, on the 2nd of December. That is Mountain Standard Time. All conditions are normal, well, as they can be here in the land of the free, the land of liberty, with all of the tyranny that is around us. So I was having a conversation with an old shipmate of mine. He lives in California, and he's very disturbed about illegal immigration, as you can imagine. And the funny part is that one of the people that's running for Senate here in Arizona, Miss Ward, she's a doctor. She's originally from West Virginia, and her arguments on illegal immigrations are so recycled that it's almost like I'm hearing this again when I'm in like high school for the first time, when I started paying attention to politics. It's really kind of sad. So in an effort to change the topic away from illegal immigration, I have done a little research into the flag code. I actually pulled it up and went to the American Legion website and pulled up their PDF. This more for me because I laugh at people when they cry about the no fun league or squatting and peeing or sitting or squatting or kneeling during the national anthem. But those folks right there, you got to realize they're not in uniform. They are in costume. I don't give a shit how many flags they put on their helmet. They're not a soldier. They're not a sailor. They're not a Marine. They're not an airman. They're not a Coast Guardman out to defend your life in front of others. They are entertainers. They're to entertain you and take your mind off of the game. My gripe about this all is that the flag that you're crying about, that they're not standing and putting their hand over their heart when the national anthem's playing, is not required, for one, because that flag isn't even on a flag stand. That's right. That's right. So it's not displayed in the proper way. The flag should be displayed in or near every polling place on election days. Oh, make sure that Big Brother's there watching you. School days. And the funny part is, in these stadiums that are built with public funds, the flag should be displayed daily on or near the main administration building of every public institution. Just because you slap somebody else's name on it doesn't mean that we, the taxpayers, didn't pay for it, which in true turn makes it public, and we just allow entertainment to be done there. All right. Let's see. But anyway, we can. I'll post a link there too on the bottom for this. Respect for the flag. There we go. Respect for the flag. No disrespect should be shown to the flag of the United States of America. The flag should not be dipped to any person or thing. Flag dipping is a British naval tradition where you actually dip the flag to the senior officer afloat when you're passing. So they would actually dip them as in show of respect, and it's more or less make sure you don't run into each other. Regimental colors, state flags, and organizations or institutional flags are to be dipped as a mark of honor. There you go. The flag should never be displayed with the union down, except as a signal for dire distress in instances of extreme danger to life or property. So when they're doing the football games, they are actually half of the field, it's upside down. So half of the world's already in emergency, and the other half's just there, but everybody's still entertained by the people running the field. Excuse me. The flag should never be carried flat or horizontally, always aloft and free. Broke that rule. The flag should never be used as a wearing apparel, bettering, or drapery. It should never be festooned, drawn back, nor up in folds, but always be allowed to fall free. Bunting of blue, red, and white, always arranged with the blue above, the white in the middle, and the red below, should be used for covering the speaker's desk, draping the front of the platform, and for the decoration in general. The flag should never be fastened, displayed, stored, or used or stored in such a manner as to permit it to be easily torn, soiled, or damaged in any way. The flag should never be used as a covering for a ceiling. The flag should never be placed upon, nor in front of, nor part of it, attached to any mark, insignia, letter, word, figure, design, picture, or drawing of any nature. The flag should never be used as a receptacle for receiving, holding, carrying, or delivering anything. The flag should never be used for advertising purposes in a manner whatsoever, especially on television, corporate media. It should not be embroidered on such articles as cushions, handkerchiefs, and the like, printed or otherwise impressed on paper napkins or boxes, or anything that is designed for temporary use and discard. Advertising signs should not be fastened to the staff or halyard from which a flag is flown. No part of the flag should ever be used as a costume or athletic uniform. However, a flag patch may be affixed to the uniform of military personnel, firemen, policemen, and members of patriotic organizations. The flag represents a living country and itself considered a living thing. Therefore, the lapel flag pin, being a replica, should be worn on the left apparel near the heart. The flag, when it is in such condition is no longer fitting emblem for display, should be destroyed in a dignified way, preferably by burning. I'm not going to continue to read it down there, but that was A through K, I believe, of the respect for the flag. Yep, that's right. Now back to this international border thing. These are just some photographs. These are not on the border. I had a couple on my blog and Facebook page from the border. You can actually see the small little fence. This is nothing more than old rail lines that are cut and put there. It's anti-vehicle more than anti-personnel. Going back to the immigration debate, I don't blame anybody for wanting to be here. I still believe this is the greatest country on earth. I do blame, and it isn't that I blame, it's that we must hold accountable our government and those in government that get paid a salary to conduct the affairs of government in our stead, and also our elected leaders that provide those people direction. Here's the funny part, folks. Here's your three-headed monster. You have the folks in government that get paid to conduct the business, our business, of the people, the business of the people, right? Because that's what government is, our business. Then you have the two parties. Do it this way, no, do it this way. Well, the other stuff's going to get done one way or the other. We're just talking about how it's getting paid and how we're going to do it most efficiently and effectively. When you're turning your head 2,000 miles away to have somebody come here and fix your problem, and you can't fix it locally, then the problem is that the local governments are broken, the state governments are broken, the county governments are broken. There's nothing that goes on in our daily lives that we can't come up with an idea or a way that we can improve it collectively as a society to make it better. I fail to believe that. I fail to grasp that folks are just so busy in their daily lives that they'll defer this stuff to somebody who'll just make it happen for them. That to me, I get it though. I get it. There was a reason that when I was in the military, they wanted to make sure that we knew that our families were happy, because if our families were happy and healthy, then we would pretty much do whatever needed to be done. And living out here in the desert in Sierra Vista by Fort Huachuca, and at one time being a defense contractor for Fort Huachuca, understanding that my stuff here is going to be taken care of makes doing my job of preparing soldiers to go overseas to conduct our business, makes me a better instructor, makes me a better employee too. So I understand how it gets there. I just don't think that the illegal immigration debate is ever going to end. I think it's going to be used as a wedge to continue to divide people so they can add up properly, so the people that are in the system continue to get reelected, or that the system continues to win in one way or another. But that's my thought on immigration today. There's more, man. Unless you've actually lived on the border for any amount of duration of time, you really you're taking other people's words for it. The sensationalistic attitude of it all, uh, the reasoning behind like Joe Arpaio, the former sheriff of Arpaio in Maricopa County, enforcing the laws, federal laws, is because the federal agents refused to enforce them themselves, and that is what got him into hot water. Was that he didn't have the authority to enforce the federal laws because he wasn't a federal agent. Do you understand how this is just a big circle jerk that they'll just keep going around in circles to keep redirecting until to not allow you to look at the problem. They'll keep sending you and redirecting you and misdirecting you and misinforming you to keep you going around in circles that don't even come near to where the problem is. Because when you come in and you see the problem for what it really, really, really is, it's poverty, folks. It's poor people wanting to have somewhere, to have an opportunity to go where somewhere or have a better way of opportunity providing for their families. It's folks that just want to be able to achieve, so they're not worried about their next meal, so they can actually think further than just what's happening next. I don't know. Getting off topic. So I'll close this out. End on legal immigration topic for today. And we'll close it up with sports. And as I gaze out onto the sun, into the sunny prairie and semi-arid plateau that is Sierra Vista, Arizona, it is now that I come to the realization that the Buckeyes game starts in approximately 3 hours, and I must do my exercise for the day on my bicycle. My buddy's coming down from Phoenix. He's going over to see some friends over on the other side of town. This is going to be a great weekend. Love all y'all. Buckeyes are going to beat Wisconsin tonight. I think they're trying to use the hurt quarterback thing to their advantage, trying to figure out who's not going to play where. I think either way that Ohio State has an excellent football team. They have an excellent football program. However, looking at the pattern of events through time and then seeing how individuals can only hold up for a certain amount of time, get rotated through. If you haven't noticed, Florida State's head coach went to Texas A&M. That makes absolutely no sense to me at all, unless the ACC is folding as a power conference. So it's going to come down to the four. They're going to drop the ACC and make them irrelevant, even though Clemson won the national championship last year. Makes absolutely no sense to me, folks, or a year before, whatever it was. It's always Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson. It's pretty much the way it's been lately. USC's in the mix, and folks are thinking that if Ohio State wins, they're going to end up playing in the Fiesta Bowl again. That's 3 years in a row. That's market saturation. I think that they'll find somewhere else for USC and Ohio State to entertain themselves. Though, when it comes down to who and what, when it comes down to the money, you know what? They might be onto something, because television ratings are a lot more influential than gate and ticket receipts anymore. This is Michael DeCarlo for DeCarlo's Danger, signing off, telling you to have a great weekend. Take care. Bye. Please pay attention so you don't become a sheep.